Grand Rising. Happy Monday. I pray that everybody woke up in a positive, productive mindset today. If you didn't, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that today. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. That being said, I'm here with the daily devotion from Sarah Young's Jesus Calling for October 7th, 2024. In order to hear my voice, you must release all your worries into my care. Entrust to me everything that concerns you. This clears the way for you to seek my face unhindered. Let me free you from fear that is hiding deep inside you. Sit quietly in my presence, allowing my light to soak into you and drive out any darkness lodged within you. Accept each day just as it comes to you, remembering that I am sovereign over your life. Rejoice in this day that I have made, trusting that I am abundantly present in it. Instead of regretting or resenting the way things are, thank me in all circumstances. Trust me and do not be fearful. Thank me and rest in my sovereignty. She references 1 Peter chapter 5 verses 6 and 7, Psalms 118 verse 24, and 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 18. You know, I say it often because it's something that we deal with often. It's very hard, one, to accept that we're trying to control a situation, and two, it's very hard to release that illusion of control. Yes, we have control over ourselves, our actions, our thoughts, our motivation, our work ethic, all those things that directly come from us is really the only thing that we truly have control over. We can make plans, but 9 times out of 10, it's not ever going to go exactly like we plan. There's room for change, always. And a lot of times, it doesn't go anything like we plan. I very much used to be one of those people that was stuck in the illusion of the control. And then when things didn't go the way I planned, it's like my whole world would just crumble around me. And then I'd have to rebuild from the rubble. Which it's still possible for that to happen, even when you're not trying to control a situation, but when you're not consumed by that illusion of control and it happens, your whole world doesn't crumble. It's easier to accept. I don't want to say defeat, but it's easier to accept the downfall when you accept that it's out of your control. It really frees us from a lot of guilt and shame and all those emotions because we blame ourselves. And don't get me wrong, it's important to be able to accept accountability, acknowledge accountability. 4:44 on the timer. It's very important to be able to not only acknowledge but accept where we went wrong. Either we put our trust in the wrong people, we took the wrong path, we made a bad decision. We all go through those moments. But when we slow down and really process what's going on around us and instead of just making split-second decisions because we feel like we have to, and we stand up for our own decision making, we process what's actually happening instead of feeling like we have to, instantly respond or instantly act. A lot of times that's when we make bad decisions. Even when it's something as simple as somebody inviting you somewhere. It's very important. I used to say this a lot. I don't say it as much as I used to, but it's very important to pause. Practice the pause. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. Stop and find a quiet place, whether it's sitting in your car, whether it's going into your bedroom. Maybe you're at work and you've got to go hide in the bathroom stall just to get a few minutes of peace. Find a quiet place and just think about it. Meditate on it, per se. I'm not necessarily saying, go in the work bathroom and be like, home. We don't always have that. But in reality, meditation is just about quieting your mind so that you can hear spirit talking to you and so that you can feel spirit talking to you, helping you make those choices. Taking the time to really process, is this something I need? Is this something I want? Is this going to be good for me? What is the possible outcome? Just because we don't have 100% control doesn't mean we don't contribute to the control. Because it's just as much about us controlling our own thoughts and actions and feelings, even though we can't necessarily control the whole situation. There's a plan for all of us, whether we see it or not. We all have a job to do here. That's why we're here. Unfortunately, some people's job isn't as nice as others. I don't, maybe in the spirit world I chose it, but in my human brain, in my human body, I don't believe that I wanted to be the wounded warrior. I'm just saying. It's painful. Life is painful. It hurts your heart, it hurts your mind, it hurts your body. But it's about learning, one, how to abstain from the things that cause that hurt, detaching from those things, and putting that energy and effort into something bigger and better. The spirit world, I can't even tell you that there's no way that I could tell you that I fully understand it, because I don't. It confuses me a lot. But at the same time, it encourages me a lot. When I truly gave over my control and my wishes and demands, my plans, it brought peace. That saying, You know, everything happens for a reason. I used to say that all the time, but in my heart, I didn't fully accept that. Like, I didn't accept what that truly meant. 1010 on the timer. And it's not easy. And there's times when I go back, like I regress, and I catch myself, you know, asking why, or, you know, trying to get my hands in there and get my, you know, get in the middle of it. Instead of just staying in my lane and letting the spirit world do what they do. In the end, it's all about perspective. And if you can keep that positive perspective, that positive mindset, even in the worst of times, and just tell yourself, it's happening for a reason. There's a purpose for my pain. That is a hard mindset to stay in. 11:11 on the timer. I understand that. And so does the spirit world. They've all been here before. They know how hard that is. So it's okay if you fall off that wagon. And, you know, you have moments of weakness where, you know, we forget our journey. We forget the purpose of it all. 11:44 on the timer. And a lot of times we don't realize or see the purpose of that pain until the pain is gone. It's like we're forced to feel that pain. But there's usually a lesson in it. There's usually something that can be learned from that pain. And it may not even be pain. It may just be discomfort. An uncomfortable situation. You know, putting your life in someone else's hands is not easy. Most of the time it's not fun, especially if you have a very controlling personality. I get it. I could tell you so many stories in my life where, you know, I just thought I had it all figured out. I had a plan. I was beelining it. And I accomplished most of those things. But you know what? Then I had to turn around and give it all up. Because it wasn't what was meant for me. I was meant to go further and meant to do more. And God didn't want me getting comfortable where I was at. He let me heal. He let me get a taste of what was to come. But He had better plans. Bigger plans. And no, I may not know exactly what those plans are, but I have a general idea of where I'm headed. And if we, just like it said in our daily devotion, if we can just get quiet and give all those burdens to them, they'll work it out. It's so hard. I know it is. It's so hard. Some days are harder than others. Every day is a chance where we can either mess it up or do it better. And that's up to us. But I guarantee you one good way to mess it up is to let other people impact your day, influence your decisions. Make sure that your Heavenly Father, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, the ones that truly want what's best for you, are the only ones that you let or that you allow to influence your decisions. Unfortunately, we can't trust this world. That being said, Be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any way possible that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it can have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.